Hey, thanks for stopping by Monique Caradine TV, where I am on a mission to help brilliant and visionary women entrepreneurs go from invisible to influential. So occasionally I get questions from entrepreneurs who want to know how to get visibility in the media so that they can be featured on the weekend news shows or public affairs programs, both locally and nationally. You've seen those shows, right? So often what they ask me is getting publicity free, or do you have to pay for it? And it is definitely free if you know how to do it. And I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to do it the right way. So this question came in from Karen, and Karen makes bath and body products to help you smell real good. And so Karen's question is, hi, Monique, do you have any kind of checklist that you can provide to help me start getting publicity? She says, I'm a beginner, but I'm ready to get my name out there in a bigger way. So where do I begin? Well, Karen, it's a great question. And the truth is, getting publicity can be really easy, again, if you have a plan. It's just like having a GPS system in your car, right? A good plan will get you where you want to go quickly, just like your GPS. And if the plan is effective, then you can use that exact same plan over and over and over again so that you always get great results. So Karen and everybody else, I'm going to give you a few questions to ask yourself as you plan to leverage the media to get publicity for your brand. So write these questions down, and if you can answer them, you are well on your way. Question number 1, do I have a memorable brand? The reason I ask this question is because most entrepreneurs don't take the time to really establish a powerful, strong, memorable brand for themselves. And I got to tell you, image and perception are extremely important when you're building a loyal base of followers or customers. You want people to be able to identify you quickly, and that they need to also know that they can trust you to find solutions to their problems, right? So you should be leveraging your brand to get publicity. So do you have a great brand? For instance, here's an example. I did a show recently on how to maintain healthy natural hair. And I recall receiving something a while ago from a guy who brands himself, get it, brand, as the hair doctor. So I looked up the hair doctor. He was very easy to find because he's got a good brand. And he was just so happened to be media savvy. And within a week, guess what? He was on my show talking about hair. Brilliant, right? So be able to answer that question. Do I really have a strong brand? Second question, write it down. Do I have a strong core message? You can't be all over the place in this marketplace, honey. Now, the concept behind this is simple. Who is your audience, and what is it that you want to say to them? If you can narrow your message down into no more than 2 sentences, then you are well on your way to getting great publicity and being able to market effectively. But that core message, so important. Get it down to 2 sentences, you're well on your way. Third question you got to answer. Am I willing to boldly take a stand on issues and trends? Am I willing to drive the conversation in new directions based on my expertise? Or am I just a talking points girl? Really, honestly, because the media is looking for people who will have an opinion and stick by it. This is a very competitive and fast-paced media marketplace, and producers, writers, and hosts are looking for people who can drive home an idea with passion and conviction. If you're wishy-washy, don't even apply, honey. Don't even, just sit down somewhere in the corner and let somebody else do the talking, okay? If your topic is a hot one, then you've got to come across as authoritative and knowledgeable and committed to your point of view. Don't back down, stick to your guns no matter what. This is an approach that makes for good talk radio or TV. Take it from a talk show host, right? Question number 4. Do you know how to build long-term relationships with key people in the media? You might think that getting publicity is all about a press release. It's not. Trust me. It has more to do with your relationships. And if you have a great relationship, you could become the media's go-to person in your industry. For example, if you're a financial advisor, wouldn't it be nice if your local station always called you when they do a segment on money? Well, that may not always come from a press release. That's going to come from having great relationships. And these are the kind of tips that I share with my clients. I show them exactly how to do this. And it's a lot easier than you think. Before you know it, if you follow these tips, honey, you could become a regular contributor on the top media outlets. That's like, I'm talking weekly, you could be on these shows. All right. So, number 5, would you be ready to deliver a great interview if a reporter called you today? If Black Enterprise calls you today and say, hey, we saw you on LinkedIn, we know that you're an expert in XYZ, can you do an interview for our feature article coming up? Oh my goodness, right? Would you be ready for that? I'm telling you, producers, reporters, journalists, they just love guests and interviewees who can be concise, compelling, even controversial during interviews, but you gotta be ready. So this means understanding how to speak in sound bites and knowing how to chunk your message down into little bite-sized pieces. Once you master this art of speaking in sound bites and being ready when the media calls, you could become a media darling. All right. So those are my 5 tips from Miss Karen, and hopefully they helped you as well. Hopefully you took notes. And if you have any questions about media, publicity, marketing, visibility, or turning your publicity into profits, my favorite part, then I need you to send me your questions today. Send them to me at mo@moniquecaradine.com. I will read your question on the video and give you answers right there on the spot. Just send me your questions along with your name and your business. That'd be great promotion for you. All right. So I'm handing out powerful advice to experts, authors, entrepreneurs, anybody who wants to go from invisible to influential. So email me today at mo@moniquecaradine.com. Thanks for watching Monique Caradine TV.